Join me as I create this oval and pear diamond trilogy ring. Now with most of my designs we start with the gemstones, and once we have sourced the diamonds, the client was really inspired by island flowers, so we incorporated these petals into the design. And this is a CAD render, and this is the final design that we settled with for the side profile. And this is what it looks like once it's been casted, so you can see that nice floral design. And now I can remove the excess gold that we have there from the casting process. Next I get to start on my emery papers, and I use about 5 or 6 different type of grits just to help with getting that final polish. I use a split mandrel with the emery paper for the inside parts of the ring. Next I use a blunt burr bit to help get into those hard to reach areas that I can't reach with the emery paper to get rid of those CAD lines. Next I use this string that has a bit of a slurry like the emery paper, and it helps get rid of those CAD lines on those even more harder to reach areas, so I have to weave it through the actual setting to make sure it's completely clean, and that will make the world of a difference when the diamond sits there, and once it gets polished it will shine completely. I use about 5 different types of grits to get this final shine. Then I start working with my 3 polishing compounds to get that nice shine inside the setting, and I use custom tools to reach those hard to reach areas. Next I put it in the shellac so the setting doesn't move during the setting process, as we do hammer on the piece, so just to keep it secure. Next I work on creating a seat for the pears to sit securely in the setting, and once the stone is even I'm able to push over the prongs, and this is them all set. Next step is shaping the prongs with the rubber wheel. Here they are all shaped, and now I can move on to the center stone. I gently cut into the prongs to make sure the stone sits as securely as possible, and once I'm happy with that I'm able to push over the prongs to lock it in. Next I use a hammered pin just to make sure that there's no gap between the actual prong and the diamond, and that just helps it to be extra secure. After that I can use a file to shape the prong into that soft claw, and this is what it looks like after the shaping and rubber. And now I can take it out of the shellac and put it into the methylated spirits, which will get rid of that excess shellac. And once that's out, I can do a round of a final cleanup for just any buffs between that process, and then a final polish. Guys, this ring has come out as a complete stunner, and if you would like to make your own bespoke ring, feel free to DM me.